Sandy Parker. Welcome to Crafting for Almost Everyone. Today we have a guest with us. This is my buddy Cora. She is in charge of cutting because what we found is we're making a scarf, and what we found was the material was not straight, and the lady at Joann would not take the time to make it straight for me. I think if I asked them, would they, Cora?
Probably not so much.
Okay. Well,
maybe the right person.
If you get somebody really nice, maybe they will cut it for you. But you need 9 inches wide of material to make a scarf, and the full length of the however long it is. And what they told us was that this piece in particular was cut, we're going to use one of my words, wonky, before they cut my piece. So we knew it was a mess before I got it, and it only needed to be 9 inches. So she gave me more than 9 inches wide because of that. And Cora, can you explain why it's hard to do if you struggle with your hands?
What's really hard is that you need to have 3 hands to do this project. You almost need to have 2 hands to do this, but what I usually do is kind of lay down, you know, my elbow to my hand to keep the ruler that is going to be the steady edge that the rotary cutter is going against. I'm going to even out this edge. But then you need
a rotary cutter,
the third or the other, you know, so you have to be able to do that.
You see that? This is some pretty serious tool she's got here. Okay, and they'll be able to see that edge where you're at.
Yep.
Okay.
So, and then you have to press this, and you have to press pretty hard on your rotary cutter. Firmly, not hard, but firmly. So when I push this up against the edge of the rule here, and then I just go down here, and it should have, if I did it right, cut through. See, it's.
See, you have to sometimes go across.
I'm going through 2
times.
layers, so.
Yeah, but you sometimes have to do it more than once, just to make sure you go through both layers.
Yeah.
I did try this myself with scissors, just so you guys know, and that was really hard to do.
Scissors are very hard to get that straight, really neat edge that you're looking for.
Well, you can see right along here, not the bottom layer, but on that top layer, where it's kind of chewed looking, that's where I use scissors. Okay.
And then you can see that this isn't even because I have it straight now on this edge, as straight as I could. I kind of lined it out as straight as I could.
Okay.
And now I can take this and I can use this to square it up.
And what's this thing called?
This is an Omni Grid.
Yeah.
Quilters use it when they're cutting out their quarters, but I use it for a lot of different things.
Well, it looks like it's handy because you can line it up. You can do like a T-square almost with the way this works.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cool.
Plus, it's about 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch thick, and it's that like plexiglass or that plastic. The rotary cutter won't cut it, but it gives it a nice edge to ride that rotary cutter against it. Now when I'm reaching over a good distance, but this is why this is the hard part. Yeah.
Okay, I'll push on this side.
You push on that edge.
Okay.
Yeah. If we weren't trying to get all this on camera, then I would move it or spin it around. But
I've seen people do these where they lay on the floor and they have their little mat thing on the floor and they cut it on the floor.
Yeah.
And I wondered if that was easier to do, but I doubt it because
I don't think so.
Maybe she had ceramic tile. I don't know how would you do it underneath on floor. I don't know.
I don't know. And then I have to just scooch it. Yeah. And now that I've got that kind of even, then you can just bring this up. I just scooch it down a little more so it's.
It looks like our tripod's kind of in your way too.
Yeah, that's all right. And once you get it even, hopefully is that even on that side?
Well, you have a little like chew right there. I don't know if that's. I know that Fleece also stretches, and I didn't know that when I went into this. and that became a problem with the scissors too.
We're going to see how nice
it really
Oh,
stretches.
looks like I got it pretty even, huh?
Yeah, you did get it really even. Nice job.
Okay.
And then we're going to do the other side.
Yeah, we'll do the other side, yeah.
The other thing that I found when I was doing this is that when I did the edge, I got little pieces that kind of frayed off that I was surprised by, because I didn't think, since they said it doesn't
it's gonna fray. It's gonna fray just a little bit, but not bad.
Okay.
It's more or less where you cut it that you get those little, or maybe when I went through twice, that you're gonna get that little frayed edge, but not much.
Like I said, when I did it, it wasn't pretty.
See, now this little tool allows me to be able to make it pretty even. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because we're going to fringe it.
Yeah, I can see that you're using this line and you're using that line.
Right.
That makes it a T-bar.
Try to make it square it off, yeah. And then, then I need to go down here to 12, should be 9 inches. So, let's see, 3, 6, 9, yep.
And I also, what I think we're going to do with the rest of it is we're going to make it into one for her doll.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And so then her doll will have one too.
She'll have a matching scarf. She'll be very excited.
She and her doll will have one.
So what I need to really do though is line this up so that one of these lines. So we need to line it up on a line. I'll line it up on a line.
You need to go that way because my line isn't lined up. Now I think I'm better in the middle.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
And like I said, it does stretch just a little bit, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but you want it to be pretty close to perfect.
Cora is a master craftsman. She does everything. She quilts.
So along this 5.
She crochets. She sews. She knits. She does it all.
You do. I'm an amateur.
Yeah, but you're. And we have our county fair has a contest for like the extreme homemaker that you do. What do? You quilt?
That 5-star.
Yeah. The Cora's always wanted to do this.
Someday I will.
What is it you do? You quilt?
Oh, you can do all kinds of things, but you have to do canning, baking, some kind of sewing, and a craft project. Maybe it's the 4-star homemaker. I think you have to get blue ribbons and all those.
She's gonna do it.
Someday I will.
It's just a matter of time.
Okay, now we're gonna guess that this is good enough. Will you hold that down for me?
Yes, I will.
Since I don't wanna. Okay. This has a nice little safety feature.
Yeah, that does have a nice safety feature. You know how to cut myself on that for sure. I'd have figured out. I would have figured a way around that safety feature.
I'm sure you would have.
I would have said, let me see if I can cut myself on that. For sure, I could.
See, there's just a little piece of fuzz from cutting it twice. Okay, now.
Did you want this edge to be straight, or?
I'm going to work on this side, because this is my side that, see, now I have my straight edge that I can kind of.
Now, when I watch videos on people making these scarves, nobody ever talks about how hard this is. And when I played with it myself and realized how hard it was, I wondered why it was that nobody ever talks about how hard it is. Because it is hard.
It's hard.
And
you're leaning across it, and you're
trying
having
to get a straight edge.
Yeah, and everything you are pressing firmly on it. Because the important part, I've got that little wonky, as you would say.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and fix that.
She's talking about right there, there's a little fuzzy edge.
Because I'm a little anal about things like that.
Well, that's important.
And sometimes it makes it worse, but.
No, I think it made it better.
I don't want to look at it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay.
And then, when you make fringe, you just pick a point and just
I got
cut
a
to it.
special little.
Oh my gosh.
Tool for the fringe.
Oh my word, a fringe maker. What's this called? It's a quarter cut June Taylor. The June Taylor Dancers.
We're gonna have to do it like this. Now
that kids, the June Taylor Dancers. That was on a show, like
Lawrence Welk or something. Yeah.
The June Taylor Dancers. That shows how old I am.
All right, now I got to make sure this is even down here.
This is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Never gonna have this. Yes.
I hope you guys can see that. if you can't,
it's got little slits in it.
Yeah, it's the coolest thing
so
ever.
So that you can make either you can measure this. You lay it out on the edge.
Yeah.
And you start out at 0, and you got 0 at the top and the bottom. And it's got, what I usually do is, it's got a little teardrop where you put your rotary cutter in.
Yeah, I get that.
And then you decide how deep you want your fringe to be.
Like how many
whether
inches?
You want, yes. And like say you want 3 inch, maybe you want 3 inches worth of fringe. So there's 1, 2, 3. So you'd be up to here. What I would do, because the rotary cutter goes in, I would probably say you want, let's put the 0 down here.
So you're saying
3 inches would bring you up here.
That's not very far.
Well, that's a lot of fringe.
Is it? Okay.
On the bottom of a scarf.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going by you.
Yeah, because if you have this much fringe on the bottom of a scarf, 3 inches of fringe, that's a lot of fringe.
Okay.
I think 3 inches is probably good.
Okay.
And then, but you have to allow for your rotary cutter because you're going to want to stop cutting at 3 inches. So you have to go beyond it. Because you're going to go up and you're going to want to cut where your blade is. You're going to want to cut to there. So you're probably going to have to stop about 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5, yeah. I get it. So you put your little guide there?
Put my little guide where I want to stop. And then if it's a little more than 3 inches, that's fine. And the next thing you want to decide is if you want your fringe to be really thin or if you want it to be a little thicker. What do you think?
Well, it's up to you because you're the one that's going to run the rotary. If it's for a little girl, would we want it thicker just because if it's thin, won't she try and
I will tell you that, yes, I would probably do a little thicker because this material stretches and they'll pick at it. So I would do it probably right about there, I think.
Like
even? Yeah,
like
I think we're probably even.
Inch?
I would do 1/2 inch.
Okay.
So you pop it in here, and you're going to make sure you're running it a couple times. So I'm going to do 1/2 inch, then I'm going to do 1 inch, and I'm just going to keep going along, and I'm going to run it up and run into that.
Oh, so those little teardrops are spaced 1/2 inch apart. That's cool.
See, and that's the thing. Sometimes you can't see where you went.
Yeah.
Because it makes such a perfect little cut.
This is a cool gadget.
Yeah, but it's like you need a buddy to do this. Like you could tape this down. That's if you were going to do this by yourself, that's how you'd have to do it.
Just tape it down.
Yeah. You could tape this down. And you could tape this, take a piece of masking tape and tape it, and then tape this down. And then you could just work along just like I am. Now,
when you cut fringe yourself, the problem with that is getting straight edges and getting consistency.
Yeah.
And this is just wicked fast. I can't believe. I mean, it's like you're going to be done in what, 20 seconds maybe? That's unbelievable. I love it. If I wouldn't cut my hand off with it, I'd be wanting to play with it.
And we're probably a little off, and I'm just going to let it be.
Nobody will figure that out.
One. Sometimes if I figure it's too big a space at the last one, but here's your fringe.
Nice. When you were doing that, I'm thinking to myself, that's not even cutting. It didn't sound like it was doing anything. That's amazing. I love it. And it did both ends. How cute is this?
And voila.
And here's our scarf. Wow. Nice job, Cora. Thanks for the help on that.
Sure.
So that was our project today, and it is crafting for almost everyone. Remember that, because this is not a project for us, but if you have a buddy like Cora then you certainly could do it, and you could do it with just scissors, but that rotary thing really did make it easier. And I think the essential tools in this definitely would be this grid underneath, and some kind of that other gritty thing. And this would be a great addition, but it's of the two of them, this and this are really key. And this is called a rotary mat, and that again is called the Omni Grid. And then the last thing, of course, from the June Tailored Dancers is the quarter cut. So thanks again, Cora, for helping us out. And this was Crafting for Almost Everyone. And please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe. See ya. Thanks.